All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel and to Collaboration Station. I'm excited for this one today. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Definitely.
Is it one of you guys or is it mine that's on? Oh, you got it, Tamara. Thanks.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm excited because I think we have some good ideas. I know Kim has some great ideas for backgrounds on a budget. I got some freebies from a friend. We'll talk about her in just a second, which you all know her. And Evelyn was telling me some ideas for backgrounds on a budget also. So I think we've got some great things to share. Mine's not necessarily on a budget, so I guess I can talk about the flip side of that one. So, all right. Hey, can you guys take a second and introduce yourselves and say hello?
My name is Tamara. Hello. Happy to be here. I'm not very creative with my background, but I do like oil drip pans for their magnetic purposes.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
That's a good
Oh,
idea.
yeah. And then I just get like teacher bulletin board decorations, and then you can decorate for the seasons. Although mine's math right now, but usually it's seasonal.
But you've got an excuse to have math up there.
Yes.
She teaches for VIP Kid and Splash Learn, so she has math classes.
Right.
So just letting Melissa in here. There we go. And Kim?
I'm Kim. I teach with VIP Kid, I tutor group, and I just got hired on with Outschool today. And I definitely do all my backgrounds on a budget. The best, well, I'll talk about in a minute what I'll invested in, but most of the stuff I get for free or very, very cheap. So
Wow.
Very good.
I just
always
share
good.
some ideas. Yes.
Yeah. And Kasie?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Kasie, and I teach for 5.5 companies. I say half, yeah, because natives in there kind of, but a little bit sort of, not really. I don't know. So yeah, say 5.5. Yeah, and I sometimes do different things with my backgrounds. I travel sometimes or go to different places, so I kind of have to get like a little creative sometimes. Yeah. So I can talk more about that.
Remind me to talk about travel background ideas too. I didn't even think about that, but that's a great one too. Hey, Melissa, with your 6 contract sweatshirt.
Hello.
Right in the heart of the summer.
Hey, it's cold in my office, right?
You have to flaunt it.
I love it. Why don't you introduce yourselves or yourself and
Okay.
I don't know.
So I'm teacher Melissa. I am a teacher and an online coach with VIP Kid, and I host the VIP Kid Friends Facebook page as well.
I love that group too. You know, it seems like it's also a positive group. Like I'm tutoring my own group, but I'm not the reason it's positive, but Collaboration Station has been very positive. Yours has been very positive. The health and wellness one seems like a nice positive space. So if you're new to VIP Kid, I only mention that because there are some that can stir you away from some things, but find a good group of people that you connect with and get into those groups. Don't listen to all of the crazy around it. So
Right.
we have 6 in the chat. Hey guys, let us know who you are. Are you a VIP Kid teacher? Are you here to get background ideas for other companies? I just realized my background looks crazy on this setup when I'm not in the classroom right now, which I know it does sometimes, but that's okay. We'll talk about it. Yeah, so thanks for coming, guys. And why did you choose the current background you have today? They're like,
Do you want me to?
Go ahead, Tamara.
So I'm really lazy, and I just kind of keep things simple. Once I get something up, then I sort of leave it there. And so I have 2 maps that I know work, and then I have a bunch of dynos down there. And then I have, like I told you earlier, this magnetic oil board. I'm moving my computer, but it's really my camera. But I have a bunch of these oil board things, and they're really great to keep the magnetic, your magnetic props handy and right there. And then you don't need a lot of space because you just need to hang it on the wall or put it wherever is convenient. Yeah, exactly. But
I use a cookie
cutters are so small though. And so I like the oil drip pans because they're so much bigger, you know. And I have one other background, just really quick, but I also, I bought Nancy Taylor's background or map thing. And I don't know, you can see it. And so it has these grommets, right? And I've taken it with me on trips and hung it up using the shower curtain rod things, the shower curtain clips.
Oh, that's a good
totally
idea.
Works. So then I don't have to worry about messing with the walls or anything like that. So I highly recommend that too.
I didn't think about the shower curtain clips when I realized I didn't bring anything to hang it with. My husband got the hangers from the closet and stuck the tops through the grommets, and we just hung it that way.
Too. Yeah,
and I hung it over the big TV in there.
That's a great idea. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. So the grommets, I love the grommets. Anything with grommets are awesome because then you can use it in several different ways.
Yeah. So Kim, what's your background? And while you talk, I'm going to get my other background real quick.
Sure. My background is back to schoolish. I kind of wanted to do that since the kids will be heading back to school in September, and I'll switch it up again about then. I change mine about monthly. I work for, like I said, iTutor Group, and for 2 years I could only use their ugly backdrop that had to have their names plastered all over it. When they gave us permission to change it, I've been changing mine constantly afterwards because I just really missed that option. I was a teacher for a long time, public school, then daycare, and I missed doing bulletin boards. So so this is back to schoolish, and actually some of these things were given to me by a friend too. So
is it all magnetic or do you hang it on with tape?
Okay, so this is actually bulletin board paper. It's called Better Than Paper. So you could actually get a different color and write on it. It's a dry erase where you could dry erase on it or tape things. This is just, and so everything's just taped up. So I just put a piece of tape on the back of all my stuff. I don't know if you can really see it, but yeah, it's just a piece of tape on the back.
Laminated. I like the laminated.
Yeah. Well, some of it's laminated, some of it's not. It just depends on what I had time for. I don't have a laminator anymore. I lost it somewhere in moves, but I got the laminating sheets, so I could use that. So I did laminate some of it. This is actually from my daughter's. She's 5, so we're doing homeschool kindergarten. This is part of her calendar. You know, her big calendar for us to learn days of the week and all that. Mm-hmm. They're actually flowers from that.
Nice.
That I stole and put up there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good. Melissa, how about yours?
Okay, so I really have 3 different backgrounds going at once. This is just a background from Amazon. It's just like a vinyl background for back to school. And then behind that one is just my regular background. Let me see, I'm gonna knock down all my dinos.
Oh no,
but it's just a regular background that has like my magnetic board and all of that back there. But then I also have this green screen that pulls down like this when I'm ready to green screen in the classroom. So I have 3 different ones that are hanging up at all times.
So what do you use mostly for your classes?
Well, right now I'm using the Amazon vinyl because it's back to school. And it works with VIP Kid and with OutSchool. And then mostly also this, the green screen, like if I'm doing a class, very interactive class on OutSchool, I'll use the green screen. Or like a regular. I don't really pull down the green screen and do a lot of digital things unless it's a student that I've taught, 50 something times. Then I feel comfortable like, hey, I'm going to try this out because I feel like the parents will be a little bit more forgiving if I've got a halo around me or something happens, but I'm getting more comfortable with it. I taught a class last week where I changed my background 3 times in the class. It was a level 5, we were talking about Earth and space and the sun, and I kept changing between that. So I am getting more comfortable with that. But similar to Kim, the bulletin board was my favorite part of school. And when I was homeschooling, I have a kindergartner as when we started. I had a 4-year-old, a first grader, and a third grader, and then I always, like, it was either in the sunroom or in a room that we added onto the house or whatever, and I would have a bulletin board outside of our classroom. Because, as a teacher, kids like that. They like to see their work. They like to see kind of like, this is a new season, or my kids would come down for homeschool and see that I changed the bulletin board for this season or whatever and get excited. And so now they're teens and they could care less. So I do my bulletin board with VIP Kid.
That's great.
Yeah.
I was never good at bulletin boards. I was so thankful when I had a para that was good with bulletin boards. Shout out to Amanda Engel. She was my very first aide in the classroom, my para. And she was amazing. Like, she made all of my guided reading big posters, and I still have them all.
I love it.
Yeah.
I even did it like when I wasn't teaching, but my kids, because for 2 years, my kids went to school, and for 3 years, I guess. And for 2 of those years, I was what do you call it? The homeroom parent, the room mom, and I did like the bulletin boards for their teachers.
That's me too. I did so many teachers' bulletin boards.
I loved parent volunteers. Man, I had them come in every single day if they wanted to for centers and everything. Oh, okay. That's totally off topic. But love it. Kasie, what about your background?
Yeah, so with this is also like an Amazon photo backdrop. I love Amazon. I don't know, you could get like anything on there. So, but yeah, it's just really cool. A lot of my students have asked, is that really a classroom? And I'm like, no, but that's cool. You think it's one because it's like, like the classroom atmosphere. And then there's this really nice, like if you're traveling also, okay, hold on. I want to show you something, but I have to move the computer around the camera to get it.
That's funny. I was going to fix mine too, but I'll wait. Not 3 of us will go.
There it is.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, so that actually holds the backdrop. So it's just like a stand type thing. And then, and you just clip it up. So you don't have, and here I have tacks, but you don't have to. Like if you are traveling, you could break it down, and then it's easy to, put it together. Like I don't know. I was able to put it together, so it's pretty easy. So it's nice. You can travel with it. And I also have this one that I use sometimes, a bookcase type thing.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one lots of times.
I
thought that was digital when you first used that one. I remember that.
Yeah, I know, it's interesting. A lot of them do seem like they could be digital. So, yeah, for sure. And then also I have ManyCam, which I don't really use this for my classes because, so there's my news one. Yeah, but because, it's cool, but sometimes like it just does weird things. So, if we do a lot of TPR, sometimes it doesn't always register your hands and it just makes it look really weird. And so, it's good for other things, but not necessarily for classes, I guess.
Now with ManyCam, can you pop up a background like for a reward and then take it right down again when you start teaching again? Is it pretty?
I think, I know a lot
like
of people
Google
do
Slides, that's not necessarily green screening, but you can jump between like you're teaching in the video feed to a feed where like the reward is bigger. And then, like Kim's doing it. Yeah.
I just got a new computer, so I got to put my ManyCam on it. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I use, it's nice to use Google Slides for sure.
Yeah. So while we're talking about photo backdrops or things like that, just so you know, I have the other Nancy Taylor map too. I have the United States one. That's linked below if anybody wants to check that out. But then some of you may remember Clay. He was someone that sold some backdrops. And I will say I ordered them and got mine. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But I have this Harry Potter one.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
The funny thing is I was so excited for it, but it didn't have enough color and brightness for me. It didn't make me happy to be in my classroom and look at the camera and see all the dark colors,
Aw.
Does that sound weird? So my Eric
Wow.
Coral seems to be like my favorite one so far. But I bought, this was my very first one. And the funny thing about this is it's a martini glass. And I didn't know it.
That's pretty funny.
That's awesome.
Did
So
you
that
know?
was, look at Melissa. So that was up in my background. I did 33 classes in a hotel once. Yep, I had a martini glass in the background, didn't know it. And then I bought a fall one with my name on it. This one's cute. And
Where are you buying all these?
Those were all from Clay, or?
Really?
Wow.
I paid all in one day, and I had to keep messaging him so probably I drove him nuts, but that's okay. I paid $10.
Well,
and
you got them.
All I did was buy the image, which I didn't know you could just easily make it and then send it to Vistaprint. So I paid for the images and then sent it to Vistaprint, and they printed them out and sent them to me.
Wow.
So,
Are you gonna get a pout fish or whatever that one? Pout
I know I should,
fish
but
You should.
background.
I'm going to show you. I think
That'd be fun.
for someone doing a background thing, see, now I'm really gonna have to fix it. All right, someone else is gonna have to go. So Kim, can you start talking about the on a budget ones, some good ideas that you had
Sure.
while I fix my computer?
Sure, not a problem. So, when, like I said, when I was able to start making my own backgrounds, I didn't want to spend a lot of money and didn't have the extra money. So all I've ever done for a while, and like I said, I bought a few things, but before that I had just a plain wall, and I would go on Google and type in whatever idea I had. So if I wanted to do, let's say I wanted to do flowers or something, I would get the clip art and copy the image into a Word document, and then adjust my sizes based on what I knew I wanted my background to look like.
It's a great
Print it
idea.
on cardstock and then just tape it up. So you don't spend more than what you're printing. And usually I could get, if I did like maybe 2 to, depending on the size of the images, maybe 3 pages, and I would print it out and that'd be my whole month. And then I would do with Manicam, I would do a cute little border of some kind. I know you can't see it really well because my actual border's up, but I would do a cute border to make it something different, change it seasonally, and then I didn't have to do all that. Now, given the opportunity to buy bulletin board things, I did, but just because they're really cute and different. But and I get tired of stuff after a while. But yeah. So some of the things I printed was like I said, some flowers. These were cute in the background for a while, and they're really big on camera. You can still see them because they're big. And then I did, my daughter was asking me questions and I kind of moved stuff around. I did like the months.
Oh, that's cute.
Backwards
Yeah.
now, but this was just clip art, just one little thing, clipped art and printed out.
Mhm.
So you can do the different months. They have tons of different designs. I did like for around the outside for a border type thing. Sometimes I would do like strawberries and fruits and flowers and
Depending what it is.
you can fit a lot of those on a page and just cut them out real quick. And none of them's even laminated. You don't have to laminate them because no one's going to know the difference in your background.
Mhm.
The other thing that's really cheap is if you go to like Dollar Tree and Target and Walmart, sometimes they have the little packs. You
Those
can
are great.
fill up a background with stuff like this and reuse them and use them as rewards and all kind of stuff. I laminated one of them and I use it all the time in my classroom. But I can use these and write on them or anything I want to, obviously.
Speaking
then-
of printables, most of your ESL companies have printables available as well.
Exactly.
I know VIP Kid has a ton, and then Zebra English, they have a bunch, and I'm sure most
Exactly.
of them do.
So
Yeah.
you can printing. I mean, if you get I pay for the Insta Ink every month. I think I get the lowest amount. So it's like $3.99 a month that I pay. I can print homeschool stuff, regular stuff, and then I can print this, and I'm still not going over my allowance. Something else I got was like something simple was just the stars. I have just these are actually from when I taught 5th grade, red and blue stars. So if you have old stuff, find stuff around your house.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Like I said, these stars, these flowers are all from my daughter's calendar. I just pulled it. So it didn't cost me anything extra. I already had it for her. Technically, if I move my camera, you can see I have her calendars right here on the wall too. So I could shift to that if I needed to. And then, yeah, just anything free, cheap, book covers. Evelyn had printed out or had cut off. Now I can't find it, of course. But anyway, she had cut out a milk thing and sent it to me. That's easy to throw in your background. Cut it off of your cereal boxes or your children's toys when they get new toys for their birthday. Cut the characters out. I have done that. You know, there's lots of ways to do it cheap and free. And then when you have friends. Friends will send you stuff sometimes too. So share with your friends, right?
Yeah.
If you have extras, like the little sets, like the donuts, if somebody needs something or wants to share, mail it to them. They can mail you stuff, and it's easy, cheap trades. So lots of ways to do it free.
Yeah, and I tend to get tired too, and I want to change my background. And I've been known to give referrals things. Like they're starting out and they're like, I don't know what to do. I have my mock class. They said I need to have a classroom.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, let me send you some stuff, and I'll go look for an old background and mail them. And, they're super appreciative of that because they don't want to spend money before they make money. And it's one that I know, hey, this is going to work because I actually just taught in front of this for a month or something. So I definitely ask, because odds are if your person that's helping you, your friend that's helping you get hired with VIP Kid has been doing this for a while, they're going to have something laying around that they can send.
Yeah. For my mock class, I had a set of ABC flashcards that I had used with my daughter. I literally just taped those up. That was my entire background when I did my mock for VIP Kid, was just the alphabet behind me. That's $1 for a set of those. I mean, you don't have to spend a lot of money to get something that looks cute and colorful and nice. That was mine for, a while. I was in a corner for a while and I just had a couple of little posters and that was it. So lots of
I tell people all the time, you can get things you can go to Dollar Tree for $8 or the equivalent of Dollar Tree, wherever you are, for $8 and get everything you need for the mock class in your first 3 months of teaching. And so just spend that $8, get a couple props, get something for your background, and focus more on your lighting. And that doesn't mean I'm telling you to go buy photography lighting. I'm just saying focus more on it. Get some lamps that aren't being used, put them beside and behind your computer, move them around at 6 a.m. in the morning, right? Where you're going to teach and see how that's going to look. And that's really all you need. Sometimes I think people, especially new people, they put a lot into their background, and that's not it. The kids are there for you. I mean, yes, the parents like an educational background, and there are some kids who are going to notice your background, but they're booking you because of your teaching. They're booking you because they like your interaction with their child, not because of your background.
Right. So in the chat
That's
box,
true.
I put some freebies. I have another freebie I need to add, but Amanda Panda Teacher has some free things on her website, I believe it is. There's a dino, a rainbow with a dino. There's a VIP Kid banner that she can customize for you. I don't remember how much that one is, but there's all different things on her site too. So I linked those. I can't think of, there should be 3 links. I see 2 in there, so I'll add another one later. So I was a kindergarten teacher before, and instead of going out and buying stuff, my first year of kindergarten, or my first 2 years, was Dr. Seuss. Everything was Dr. Seuss. And I spent 2 years with Eric Carle and switched it over to Dr. Seuss again. So, but this was my first background, and probably.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. I might need to go back to it. It makes me happy. I just love all the colors, and So. But then
my first background was awful.
What's
I
that?
had a tri-board that my son had used for a science fair, and he had put some shiny silver paper on it. And, I never taught online. So I was like, oh, this will be great, So I put it behind me, and then I had these little magnet, I still have them. So they're magnet smiley face things that light up, right? You push them and they would light up green and red, they would flash green and red. And so I'm sitting there in my mock class and I'm like, oh, good job. You get a happy face. And then I would put it back on this bright metallic silver thing. And it looked like a traffic light behind me by the time I gave all my rewards in the mock class. So.
But I will say, to add to that, when you're starting out, the trifold boards or the movable hanging things. Make perfect temporary backgrounds. You don't need to spend a lot. You know, you could just get like a dollar store tablecloth for the curtain rod. No, not curtain. What is it? Like a hanging, movable.
Like the clothing rack.
Clothes rack.
Yeah, the movable clothing rack. Just, you know, put something cheap or easy up there, and with your name.
Or even room dividers. Room dividers make great ones too. That you just stand up behind you and put things on the room divider. Just, you know, avoid reflective silver paper. But yeah,
but the trifold boards you can get for $1 at the Dollar Tree. Just decorate a trifold board and then make your camera so that that's all you see is the trifold board. They'll never know it's a trifold board. That's what I did my mock class with. They loved my background actually, and it was just a trifold board. You know, when I got hired. So, because I didn't know if I wanted a whole classroom if I wasn't going to get hired.
Right. I hear that a lot too, you know, because you're thinking like, why do I want to go out and spend money? This is like not my job yet, you know?
Right. Exactly. Yes. So just get something, and I could have thrown it away easily when I was, you know, if I didn't get hired.
So welcome everybody in the chat. Let us know what made you choose the background you have now. And did you go out and buy a bunch of stuff when you started, or were you using a budget background? Is that how I want to say it?
Budget background.
Yeah.
I didn't. Well, I guess I used stuff from my garage first, right? The Eric Carl, but then I was like, no, I'm going for easy. I'm just gonna buy the prints. So okay, let's see.
Well, they kind of told us, you know, like, well, at least I don't know, but they said you need a whiteboard of some sort, a reward, and your name, you know. And so I just made sure to have those 3 visible, and you can use whatever you want that's, you know, cheap and easy for those 3 things that they want to see in your mock class, you know.
Right.
And now they don't even say magnetic. I mean, I have a magnetic board, but it's been, you know, the one I bought probably when I signed my second contract. That's when I was like, okay, hey, like maybe this is really going to happen. So we invested in a better computer, and I bought some actual bulletin board paper like Kim, and I bought a magnet board. But now for the mock class, that's not even suggested, because you don't have to keep anything visible the entire class time anymore. So that's, I mean, it's down. It's like educational background. That's a wall, or like looks like a wall, like a divider or a trifold board, and a whiteboard. Like that's really, you know, and then those props, but of course they don't stay in the feed.
So you used to have them showing the whole time?
The reward
there was a time when your rewards had to be showing the entire time.
Which is why Manicam is awesome, because this is what I still do.
Mm-hmm. Give me some stars, Kim.
My rewards.
Stars.
Then they can't say that I don't have a reward, because I do have a reward up and I have the stars visible. So even though I do other rewards and I do pull up, you know, obviously Google Slides, and this was one from this morning. I do have it visible. I don't have it all the time because I'm really tiny in the corner. Y'all can't even see me on here hardly. So yeah. So in the classroom I'm a little bigger, but
Right.
So this is how I do my rewards all the time. And I was like you, Melissa. I was told to do show rewards. There we go.
Cute.
Yes.
Dancing
Cute.
star.
So I mean, I like the dancing star. The girls really like that one. And then, like, you know, I have Elsa. And I can make Ultraman stars. And
do you guys both have 2 monitors so that you can kind of do your Manicam thing on one, or do you just flip screens?
I just have a really big computer now.
Same. I have a really big screen.
Or just a really big monitor. I mean, but sometimes I'm like, you know, especially like when I'm coaching or doing something like this, I'm still kind of like, gosh, I wish I had, you know, 2 screens, but I think, you know, 31 inches is probably big enough. So I'm just going to stop there.
See, that's the thing though. Mine's 27. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's bigger. I don't know what it is. It's a TV.
27.
We're hooked up to a TV right now. So everything is all off, but I just did it. So, you know, last couple of weeks. So I don't know how to fit everything in yet. I got to figure that out. But we just bought a new computer. So I guess finishing
Oh,
up.
I'm excited. You can join us. But I mean, I'm like Kim too, like with those level 7s and level 8s, and even like TOEFL courses, because you never know, like TOEFL courses, you're supposed to not have to have a reward, but then you might get like a 9-year-old in TOEFL. And so you're
Yeah.
like, oh, well, we need a reward. Well, this star dancing right here next to my head, that's going to count as a visible reward. So
Exactly.
Today, one of my students wanted to talk to Meg for her reward. I was like my puppet Meg? Okay. So I'm just like, how are you today? And she just talked to her. She's 5. She just had a conversation with Meg. I'm like, best reward
Love these
ever.
kids. They're awesome.
Kasie, I wanted to, I'm just jumping in here,
Go
but
for it.
I wanted to talk a little bit about the color of your background. And
Oh.
really this is going to depend on like your lighting, but especially for like new teachers or teachers who are in that mock stage, black and blue are highly recommended, because even if there is a little bit of shadow behind you, it's not going to show up on that dark background. And so your light doesn't have to be like exactly perfect, right? Because your background is black. Now like I have definitely had, white background and just bulletin board paper background that was different colors, but I've gravitated to always having black or dark blue, because I don't have any fancy lights. I just have, lights like this, 4 lights from Walmart that look like this,
Oh, I didn't even
that are
know
around my
lights.
computer. And it works fine, without having to buy like umbrella lights or photography lights. And part of that is because I think my background is darker.
Oh.
But it's almost any color, because I know mine's shiny because I was lazy. But I had this red scarf thing that I got in China actually, and it was perfect I just draped it over my magnetic board thing, and everything stuck to it, and it alleviated the bright.
I've never tried red, but I guess any dark color, right?
Yeah.
I did white for my last one, and I didn't like it. I used it for a while, but I felt like if my lighting shifted at all, it messed it up. At the time, I was using overhead lights only, chandelier overhead light that I
can
had.
see your lights and you're black though.
They are because because I keep trying to shift them. Yeah, because it's dry erase, so it's actually shiny, which is why I have nothing right there where it's going to hit. The light hits it.
Yeah,
you can't really see this right now.
Matte, right.
But I just left it plain because I move a lot when I'm teaching anyway. So I did the corners that you could see easily and didn't worry about the shiny parts as much. But my lighting's a lot better than it was when it was just an overhead light. So
I mean, it's never going to be perfect.
No.
But that's just something I've found works for me.
I just realized I didn't even put my lights on. I think I have enough lighting for today.
Oh yeah,
you look good.
You have a window, right?
I have a window right here. So it depends on what time it is though, because the lighting from the window, when it hits the blinds, it makes it all like lines through everything, So it depends on what time of day it is, I think. Okay, so how often do you guys change your backgrounds?
Maybe about 4 times. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I wish I did it more, but that's why I have the magnetic thing. I bought some magnets from Walmart, so anything can be turned magnetic. You don't have to buy magnets. And the Walmart magnets are very good and very cheap. And so I have a ton of stuff for, and I should be doing it every month, but I'm lazy.
I don't. Melissa, what were you gonna say?
Yeah. Oh, I think I do it about 4 or 5 times a year. And I'm a creature of habit. So, I have like I have a homeschool closet. So I have a place to put this stuff. But, like I have my Christmas and my Valentine's Day and my back to school. And typically try to use the same things and maybe add 1 or 2 new things each time. But
yeah, fun. Kasie, how about you?
It just depends on like where I'm at, or like sometimes I'm in different areas. So I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 times. And like Melissa, you know, I'll have one. I mean, I don't have one for all holidays, just like Christmas. I have one, so that'll be up for like a month or so. And I like it so much that I wish it could be up all year. But of course, it's not Christmas all year, so you know, I know. But yeah, so but yeah, I've had this one up since I've been in Colorado. Mostly, though I was in the garage, you know, just depends on where I'm at. But yeah, so just kind of depends. But yeah, it's cool. And then I don't know, I do things like with borders, like this is a birthday one, but like I had a student in out school and it was her birthday, or it's her birthday tomorrow. But I was like, well, let's just sing happy birthday to you at the end of class. So we did. And she really liked it. She was like really excited about it and stuff. So yeah.
Cute.
I always thought you had a green screen.
I know.
Yeah. You know, it looks like it could be.
I think we all did. And then she was like, no, my bookcase is a vinyl thing and this is a vinyl thing. You blew our mind, Kasie.
I think I changed it more than I thought because I had the New Year one up too.
Oh yeah.
I bought this for like $15 at on Amazon. I had like a tree, you know, in the background, a red tree and a big stuffed animal that went with it. And I'm not the one to give advice on backgrounds on a budget because I'd rather save time and I just buy stuff. And
I have another thing I wanted to share.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just dawned on me. But if you're all in the Good Fortune box, we got this nice map of China recently in our box. Yeah, and I haven't done it yet, but I am going to put some paper on the side and write down all the places my students live, because I think it would be fun to really see where in China that they are.
yeah,
They all know the name of their province, so you're just like, where's your province? And you know, most of them live in Beijing anyway. But yeah, I think this would be really fun because then they can also kind of see and learn.
If you would like that, we're giving one away this week on VIP Kid Friends on the Facebook page. We're giving away one of those maps.
Oh man!
So the Good Fortune box sent an email and it has a printable one.
Oh,
You can actually print it and make marks too. So I printed
great
it out.
idea.
It's still on my printer. I printed it out so I could like mark where they are
Where
too.
they are. Oh, that's a
That's
good idea.
so cool that they sent. It's a blank one. I think it's just got the colors without all the graphics
Okay.
that you can mark on it and stuff. So I thought that was cool.
I'm totally doing that. I can't
My
wait.
husband was cleaning. Well, you know, we had a lizard fiasco last week, and so we're trying to find this lizard somewhere around, and he was helping me clean out the office to find it. And he's like, "What about all these empty boxes?" I'm like, "What empty boxes?" Like, Good Fortune boxes. I'm like, "Don't you throw those away?" He's like, "Can I just throw them away?"
I have a stack of them too. I love it.
No, you cannot just throw them away. Thank
I
you.
need to give them away.
They're too cute.
He's like, "Well, start giving them away then. You've got 4."
Oh, man.
Well,
That's
I guess
funny.
we can just tell everybody. So if you don't know the Good Fortune box, you get this box and then you empty it out. I have one that's filled ready for someone. And then you fill it back up for somebody else and you can send them a good fortune. Little happy, you know, some props or something to get them started. So I've been saving them in case I get like a new person someday. I can just send them a bunch of stuff. But
Exactly.
I have to start sending them.
It's a great way to send those background. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
True, but I sent it straight from Good Fortune just because it was easy. So, all right, let's see. I just asked you that one. Oh wow, we got through that too. Awesome. Well, we're doing pretty good, guys. What else? Do you guys have any other tips and tricks for backgrounds or lighting?
Lighting, make sure you don't have shadows, and it's just a matter of moving your lamps. You don't need a fancy lighting system. A lot of people do, and I guess that would make it easier. I don't know, but like I use these this stand. Whoops, if you can see it, this stand-up lamp thing, and it was just making sure that it was positioned against the right wall to help not have shadows. You know, so lighting is probably almost more important than your background, especially when getting hired somewhere, you know, because they need to see you. They need, especially at ESL, they need to see your mouth.
Yeah.
It's really important.
You know, I didn't understand that as much until I started seeing all these kids that you could barely see their face. And then I realized, oh, that's why the lighting is so important because, you know, they don't have a lot of light around them. And then it's really dark and you can't really see them so much. And I was like, oh, okay.
Another thing with backgrounds that might help too, I don't know, but if you start, like some companies make you teach a lot of trials.
Yeah.
And if you teach a ton of trials, it's really handy to have the things that you enjoy in pictures on, you know, so that you can just point. I love playing, well, I can't point, but I love playing basketball, or I love whatever you love. I don't know, planting plants, and put it up there so that they can have a visual too, because that's been known to help convert trials. It just, I don't know, it makes them more at ease, I guess. And then when you ask them what they like to do, then, you know, they can sort of point to, I guess. I don't know, but it's helped. When I used to do a ton of trials, then I had my things I liked on my magnetic board.
Yeah, so whatever my background is, you can always see my name and the blue owl, because blue's my favorite color and I like owls and I collect owls, and owls are my favorite color. So like that goes with a ton of lessons, right? Hobbies, animals, colors. I've got something there that I can you know, use to sort of relate and get the student talking. And then I also have, because I was a classroom teacher that used to decorate with owls, I have a lot of different owls. So I can ask the student, you know, what's your favorite color, and find, you know, their favorite color owl and put it up there. And sometimes they can tell me their favorite animal, and I can do that as well. I usually put it right there. So
I just got a dinosaur background, but it didn't come with grommets or anything. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to change it or not. I was like, oh, I got to tell Kasie it's dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
awesome.
yay.
I'm excited to see.
Kasie, something else that works really well for a background that's not expensive is shower curtains. I use those for a while, especially if you're changing companies or changing things a lot. I got command hooks and then the shower curtain, and you just had to hook it up there. It took 2 seconds to get the little hooks up there. Like I said, I had to have the ugly iTutor group background for the longest time. So to cover it up for VIP Kid, I just would pull a shower curtain over it.
Yeah.
So
I remember you showing me that.
yeah, so shower curtains,
That's
I
a
got one
great idea.
for, you can get a small one. They're really small, and all I did was sew it up and make it a little neater so it wasn't so long. And yeah, I used it for the longest time. And then it's great for travel because you can still take it with you to travel, and you can just throw it up somewhere. Like I said, 2 command hooks, 3 command hooks. They come down, go up real easily, and you just throw it up there easily. Or a mat from the Dollar Tree.
I've also seen, same with the clothes racks, you can have several shower curtains on one ring and then just flip them over, you know.
Yeah.
And so then you just do your, you know, whatever.
Makes me think of my guided reading board with all the
Your guidance, just like, whoa.
I have written down here tablecloths. I've heard putting tablecloths up, like from the dollar store. And Evelyn said that go to the dollar store in the education section, and they have some cheap ideas for backgrounds too.
Oh yeah,
So that
they have a ton of great
The
things,
background
especially now.
things.
Yeah, you can get the
Posters
little
are 2 for
posters.
$1. Yeah.
Exactly. I did that for a while too. Did posters.
Yeah.
Tons of stuff like that. Simple stuff.
Yeah, the Dollar Tree is amazing.
So I have a question. Sorry, Kasie. But like, where do you teach? Where do you guys teach? Like, I'm in a closet. I'm in a 3 by, yeah, look, here's my door. I'm in a walk-in closet. Where do you guys teach?
I'm in a corner in the office.
A corner in a room? Yeah.
We have like a bonus room in our, and so I'm in that, but it's a funky room. so
like you're upstairs? Like
upstairs, yeah, I'm upstairs. Yes.
It's like you have a slanted ceiling there.
Yeah,
too.
kind of.
Yeah, slanted ceiling. I don't know. It was like this little area, and it was perfect for a classroom, but has all these slanted ceilings, which make shadows and stuff. So.
Oh, that's
and
true.
You can see the slant right now. Usually you can't see the slant, but yeah, I have a really big slanted ceiling.
That's because we had you move stuff around. Poor Melissa, her whole background moved. Kasie, where are you teaching? I know it was the garage.
Yeah, it was the garage for a little bit. And then now I'm in the basement. And then sometimes, like when I'm in North Carolina, Either place that I go, it'll be like in an office. So I teach in many different places.
Kim, how about you?
I'm in what should be our dining room. We don't have a dining room table and all that. And my living room. It's a big, huge area. My kitchen's right there. Like my door's right there for the kitchen. The kids' bedrooms are right here behind me. I'm literally just in the middle, the corner of our room. I was on a card table for the longest time. That was supposed to be our dining table, is our card table. And that's actually where I set up at originally. And now I've scooted over with a desk to the wall.
There you go.
More room. But yeah, I'm actually in the living room. Our TV's right behind my computer, just other side of the room.
Your hamster's
that's
not trying to
handy.
bite your toes.
Yeah.
Do you put everything away then every time?
No, actually,
Or-
I have my own area. So this is
Okay.
all set up and I'm just in my own little corner. No, like I'm talking about way across the room. We have a huge vaulted ceilings living room. So I'm
Okay.
on the one side of the living room and that's the other way. I'm against the wall in the corner. So
Got it.
With
It's out
a
of the
guinea
way.
pig, right? It's a guinea pig under your desk over
yes,
there.
the guinea pig's on the other side of my desk. My desk is shallow on this part. And yeah, he's sitting actually right at my toes right now. So
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
I was gonna say one other thing. Oh, Diana Hernandez. You have to check out either her video or me interviewing her. She teaches in her bathroom. She always has, I think, for years. She said, right? If anyone, and
Bathrooms are a great idea.
she's got a great little setup in there. She told me she had to originally she didn't use a towel under her tush, but then she had to fix it. She sits on the toilet. You can't tell, but it's so cool. You got to watch the video, hers or mine, and see her. I will say hers is a lot shorter than my interview with her.
Yeah, I know a couple of teachers in bathrooms, and of course you can't tell.
Right.
And some of them are on their toilet, and some of them just kind of, they have a chair and they're using the counter.
Yeah.
One of them, she doesn't use her bathroom, so she's covered up the sink with like a piece of wood, and it's like a desk. And then she has, like the shower curtain thing you were talking about. Well, if you're in the bathroom, that's like super simple. You got the shower rod right there. And I know teachers like in under the stairway closets and, that put them up and take them down every day. But I tell you, VIP Kid teachers, we're a creative bunch. We can teach anywhere, right?
There's a lot in closets. A lot of
when
teachers
you go
teach
into
in
hotels,
closets.
the bathroom is kind of like a place you can go to be quiet. Your family's still sleeping. We teach in the middle of the night. So it's very convenient to teach in the bathroom in the morning. You can get ready and be quiet in there.
And the lighting is great.
That's true.
yeah, traveling, I've taught in a closet on the floor while my husband slept right outside the closet wall. And then, I've done it taught in a bathroom. I set my computer on the toilet and I just sat on the floor and all you saw behind me was the cabinet. I didn't have time to do all the extra stuff. I had a class. I had originally set it up a different way and it didn't work out. It was so hot in that tiny bathroom. And then this last time I was on a sun porch that I went to. Yeah. And the guinea pig was on the other side of the table from me making noise the whole time. So
Guinea pig. He brought it to the
can't leave him home. You can't leave him home. You can't leave him home. They have to have food and water multiple times a day. So he goes wherever we go, he goes with us. So.
Well, when I've traveled, I used to put things up. Like I would take Scotch tape and a few things, not like a lot of things, but a few things to tape up on the wall, or use that little blue putty, that teachers know of. Yeah, that putty. But last time I actually got this round, it goes on a chair, green screen. So I could just hook it on the chair and like you open it up like kind of like an umbrella tent thing. And it was a big circle and I pulled the laptop up close enough that you just saw the green and nobody knew that I was in a hotel room. So
You have to send me a picture of that one. I can't picture that.
Oh no, I'll post a link in the chat box. I got it off of Amazon. Really surprised how well it worked.
They make backgrounds just for chairs.
Mm-hmm.
There's a company, a group of VIP Kid teachers that make backgrounds. They make it to hook onto chairs so you can just take it with you when you're portable. I saw it on Instagram.
How do I not know about these things? I will say that this putty took paint off the wall.
Oh, it did?
Sorry, hotel.
That's why I like grommets. Grommets are so easy.
I didn't expect it. And it
And
took the panel this well too, but this is different kind.
Yeah, command hooks.
Yeah, that's
Command
what I
hooks.
use now. This I
Command
just
hooks
took
and
off
grommets.
Yes.
one of the old backgrounds that I was using. So yeah.
But the thing is, like, kids like to see where you are too, you know?
I
Yeah.
I usually try to only teach my regulars if I'm going to be traveling. And then I
Exactly.
like to show them whatever, you know, wherever I am.
I did that for Disney one time. I'm like, look out my window.
Yeah.
Well, I posted the link to the chair thing that I got. It says it's $70 now. I did not pay $70. I paid $35. So I do recommend it. I don't know that I am recommending it for $70. So just watch it, see if it goes
Cool.
down, comes on a daily deal or something. But
Yeah. Kelly Tag teaches in her basement too.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I think that's all I have, and there's no more questions in the chat. So excellent, guys. Thanks for coming.
thank you.
Thank you, Kasie.
And if-
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, if anyone is new, just getting started, and I don't know, needs some ideas or something, or has questions, put them in it's not the chat box, because when we're not live, it's not the chat box. What is it?
It's still a chat box.
Put it in the
Comments. in the
Comments. Yeah, the
Yeah.
comments.
Vince.
There is a comment for a pop-up green screen thing on Amazon. But that's $70 though.
Yeah, I put it there. That's the one I
Oh, you
bought,
put
but
there. Okay.
but like when I bought it, I paid $35. So I don't know.
Yeah. So we'll have to watch it.
Black
All right.
Friday.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for coming, and please give us a thumbs up. As soon as I turn this off, somebody gives me a thumbs down. I was just talking to Kasie about this. And thank you. YouTube has been taking those down. Every time I post a video now for the last couple of weeks, I get a thumbs down within the first couple of minutes. And then I guess they're not watching enough. I shouldn't say this. I guess they're not watching enough because YouTube is taking it off as spam.
Oh.
Wow.
So luckily,
Nice.
almost all of them have been taken away, but not all of them. But I'm like, really? The video is 6 minutes and I got a thumb down within 30 seconds of posting it. Come on, people.
Oh, man.
So if you get a chance, please give us a thumbs up. And that's all I got for today. Oh, hey, Jason. You almost got a teacher no-show. That's
Uh-oh.
kidding.
Close.
We love you. All right, everybody. Have a good one. I'll see you next week.
You too.
Bye,
Bye. Thank you.
Oh, I've got